6 contestants are about to compete for thousands of pounds. But who's got what it takes to outrun the hardball? Welcome to Hardball. In the first of our 2 heats today, Hannah, Jay and Ian will all step up to play. Watching their every move, ready and raring to go next are Debbie, Mike and Ellie. But only one of them will make it through to the final. Drawn at random to take on the hardball first, it's Ian. Ian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm from Liverpool originally, but I live in Wigan, and I'm a retail manager.
And what do you like to do away from work?
Very competitive with board games. Me and my brothers play against our partners, board games, very competitive.
And you're still a family?
Just.
OK, this is good. OK, so there's a competitive streak in the family.
Definitely.
And you're bringing it to hardballing.
I am, yeah.
Well, this is a very different kettle of fish, isn't it?
It is.
And you're going first up, Ian. How are you feeling about taking on the hardball?
Got to sense the benchmark somewhere, haven't I?
You are our flag bearer today.
Thank you.
Best of luck, Ian. We'll start by playing the moneymaker. The aim of the game is to get as far along the track as you can by answering as many questions as you can. Each correct answer moves you on 1 square and adds £50 to the jackpot. The further you move along, the more money you'll add. And that is what today's winner will play for in the final. But beware, the hardball is always hunting you down. And if it passes you, it's game over. Ian, let's put you on the track. There you are. The hardball will be released once I've asked the first question.
OK.
If you're ready... Ian, let's play hardball. The National Television Award for Best Presenter has been won by which duo 17 times?
Attendeck.
Correct. In the title of the Jules Verne novel, how many days did it take Phileas Fogg to go around the world?
80.
Correct. During which course of a meal would you most likely eat an eaten mess?
Starter.
Desserts. In 1999, which former footballer became the main presenter of Match of the Day?
Gary Lineker.
Correct. In British politics, what weekly event is often abbreviated to PMQs?
Pass.
Prime Minister's questions. According to the title of the 1980 top 10 hit by Queen, Another One Bites the What?
Dust.
Correct. What 2-word tennis term indicates the server has missed 2 serves in a row and lost a point?
Pass.
Double fault. The 2016 film La La Land is mostly set in which American city?
New York.
Los Angeles. What type of Antarctic bird is the chin strap?
Penguin.
Penguin was the right answer, Ian, but just out of time. OK, so there you are. First level of the track. Ian, you've added £200 to the jackpot. So that is what we're playing for so far today. Of course, it'll increase as we go along. What's it like being in that spot?
It's quite nerve-wracking, to be honest.
Yeah?
You can see that ball moving quickly, so you try not to look at it.
Ian, not too bad at all. £200 in the jackpot, and you are currently the one to beat.
Thank you.
Next to take on the hardball, it's Jay. Jay, welcome. Tell us about yourself.
So I'm a teacher from London and I like to act in my spare time.
Oh, tell us about the acting.
A couple of nights a week, I like to get together in my group and act out various shows, theatre. Last time I did a 1-act play, me and one other person. I was a victim of a train crash and I was slowly, mortally wounded. But in a fun way, I was trying to make light of the situation.
Good. Well, it's slightly less dangerous activity, this one. But you are used to being in the spotlight then, Jay.
Yes, I am.
What's it like being in that position about to take on the hardball?
It's a little bit more intimidating, actually.
Is it really?
Because I don't have a script.
Well, Jay, it is your time now. If you can get further than Ian, you are definitely through to the next round. So let's highlight that square to beat. There it is. Let's put you up on the track, Jay.
I am.
There you are. Remember, the hardball will start once I finish asking your first question.
OK.
If you're ready, let's play hardball. The hybrid of a donkey and which other animal is known as a zonkey?
A zebra.
Correct. Who was British Prime Minister for the majority of the Second World War?
Winston Churchill.
Correct. Which city in Northern England was the setting for the CBBC series Biker Grove?
Newcastle.
Correct. Built to mark the millennium, what is the common name of the 443-foot-tall observation wheel in London?
London Eye.
Correct. Which former England Test cricketer had the nickname Beefy?
Ian Botham.
Correct. In the 1989 animated Disney film The Little Mermaid, Sebastian is what sea creature?
Crab.
Correct. In the railway series of stories by the Reverend Audrey, what form of transport is Thomas?
Tank engine. Train.
Correct. The travels of which Italian explorer are recorded in the Book of Marvels of the World?
Christopher Columbus.
Marco Polo. The second full moon in a calendar month is typically referred to as what colour?
Blue moon.
Correct. The Chandos portrait is a painting believed to depict which famous English playwright?
William Shakespeare.
Correct. The Peruvian apple is the fruit of a species of which spiky plant?
Cactus.
Correct. Which American state's official pie is key lime pie?
Minnesota.
Florida. Michael Bloomberg and Rudy Giuliani have both held what senior elected position?
New York mayor.
Correct. Michael Jackson's first wife was the daughter of which king of rock and roll?
Elvis Presley.
Correct. Which dark wood was traditionally used to make the black keys on a piano?
Ivory.
Ebony. Who hosts the BBC Two celebrity quiz show House of Games?
Pass.
Richard Osman. In which Italian city are the Spanish Steps located?
Rome.
Correct. Which herb shares its name with someone who's considered profoundly wise?
Time.
Sage. Which stringed instrument features on the coat of arms of Ireland?
Harp.
Correct. In basketball, what violation is called when a player runs with the ball without dribbling it?
Double dribble.
Traveling. Which dog breed with a unique yodeling bark is also called the... Take a breather, Jay. That was very good indeed. You should be proud of that. Third level of the track, £700 added to the jackpot takes us up now to a total of £900. Well, that wasn't too bad at all. And, of course, you got yourself further along the track than Ian. So, sir, you are safely through to the next round.
Thank you very much.
You can mop your brow for now.
Thank you.
Ian, though, that means that you are still at risk of going home.
I know.
And our last player in this heat is Hannah. Come and join me. Hannah, welcome to the show.
Hiya, thank you for having me.
It's our absolute pleasure. Tell us about yourself.
I'm from London. I'm a clinical trial manager.
Now, Hannah, you can't come on the show without showing us that little sparkler. I couldn't help noticing. There it is. Come on, he put a ring on it, didn't he?
He did. He put a ring on it, and it's a good one.
And it seems fresh. Only recently engaged?
No, not recently. It was about a year ago, but it's nearly the big day. Nearly the big day. A few weeks' time, we're off to Vegas.
Oh, my word.
Just the two of us, yeah. So we're running off and just doing it our way.
A Vegas wedding?
Vegas wedding.
And presumably, if you win some money today, you'd like to put it towards...
Spending money for the blackjack table, I think. Yeah, that's what...
Yeah, forget the big day. Let's just put it on the table.
You know, absolutely.
Well, you've obviously got some sort of competitive streak in you.
I think I am a little bit competitive. I like to do things that I do well. But something like this, I think it isn't always in your control.
Well, there is a lot to take on this game, but we're wishing you the very best.
Thank you.
So it's going to get a bit more serious now, because in order for you to get through to the next round, you need to get further than Ian along the track. So let's highlight that square that you would have to beat. There it is. Hannah, let's put you up on the track. So someone will be leaving the show after this game. Hannah, for your sake, you're hoping it's not you. Remember, the hardball will start once I finish asking the first question.
Okay.
If you're ready, let's play hardball. What parts of the body can be referred to as index, middle, ring,
Finger.
and... Correct. Which group had a 1977 hit with Hotel California?
The Eagles.
Correct. In which film series does Michael Gambon play Professor Dumbledore?
The Harry Potter.
Correct. In which American soap did Larry Hagman first play the oil baron J.R. Ewing?
Dallas.
Correct. Nicola Sturgeon replaced which politician as the leader of the Scottish National Party?
Salmon, no.
Alex Salmond. Yeah. If you're obsessed with something, you are said to have which insect in your bonnet?
Bee.
Correct. Which national football team does Gareth Bale play for?
Wales.
Correct. Bushido is the name of the code of honor for which Japanese warriors?
Samurai.
Correct. Which author wrote the fantasy series The Lord of the Rings?
Tolkien.
Correct. The red properties on a UK Monopoly board are named Trafalgar Square, The Strand, and which other?
Piccadilly.
Fleet Street, Hula, Fandango, and the Jitterbug are all styles of what?
Dance.
Correct. Who composed the music for the opera called The Magic Flute?
Mozart.
Correct. Used in Indian cooking, paneer is a variety
Cheese.
which... Correct. Which legendary king is associated with the Knights of the Round
Arthur.
Table? Correct. Which classic children's television show features the characters George, Zippy, and Bungle?
Rainbow.
Correct. What type of creature is a common linnet?
Fly.
bird. Which musical duo had a UK #1 single in 1965 with I Got You, Babe?
Cher and Sonny Bono.
Correct. According to myth, which woman opened a box and released
Pandora.
Correct. According to the title of a 1991 film, which legendary character was a prince of thieves?
Robin Hood.
Correct. Which Gothic novel has the alternative title, The Modern Prometheus?
Pass.
Frankenstein. Which Dutch master painted the artwork known as Flayed Ox?
Rembrandt.
Correct. In golf, how many strokes under par is known as a birdie?
No idea.
1. On which of Nelson's flagships did he die in 1805?
Don't know.
HMS Victory. What is the capital city of Trinidad?
Port of Spain.
Go on, Hannah. Just because you could. I'm afraid out of time.
No.
But we didn't need it anyway. We really didn't, because you have made it all the way to the end of the 3rd level of the track, which is fantastic. £850 added to the jackpot, so we're now up to £1,750. But most importantly, Hannah, you made it further than Ian, so you are definitely through to the next round. Very well done. Ian, we know that your fate has now been sealed.
You both did excellent.
Thank you so much for playing Hardball.
Yeah.
So, Hannah and Jay are now going to compete for a place in today's semi-final, but who will make it through? Let's find out as we play the head-to-head. Jay, Hannah, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hannah, how are you going to take on the head-to-head?
I think I'm just going to try and be as quick as I can when I do know the answer.
And Jay, how are you going to go with this one?
I think I'm going to try and work on speed, but be careful I'm not too quick and I actually hear the question first.
OK. This time, though, not only do you have to outrun the hardball, you'll also have to outrun each other. You'll both be on the track at the same time, answering questions on the buzzer. A correct answer moves you 1 square along, but a wrong answer will move your opponent forward. Remember, Hannah, Jay, just stay ahead of the hardball, because the first person who passes is out of the game. OK, let's put you both on the track. In this round, the hardball will be released the moment one of you reaches the 2nd level of the track, OK? If you're ready, let's play hardball. What kind of animal is Larry, who became the chief mouser to the Cabinet Office in 2011? Jay.
Cat.
Correct. While performing at the 1997 Brit Awards, which Spice Girl wore a union? Hannah?
Jerry Halliwell.
Correct. In which sport do England and Australia compete to win? Jay.
Cricket.
Correct. What is the scientific name for an animal whose diet consists only of meat? Jay.
Carnivore.
Correct. Known for her pink hair bows, what is the name of Donald Duck's girlfriend? Jay.
Daisy.
Correct. From which European country does Gouda cheese originate? Jay.
The Netherlands.
Correct. What rhyming name is given to a network that enables you to connect to the internet via... Jay?
Wi-Fi.
Correct. Which British architect designed the building in London commonly called the Gherkin? Jay?
Christopher Wren.
Norman Foster. In a 1964 film, which fictional nanny is described as practically perfect? Jay?
Mary Poppins.
Correct. In Scotland, the greatest order of chivalry is the Order of the what? Thistle. In the Beano, what is the name of Dennis the Menace's sidekick? Jay?
Pieface.
Nasher. Taking office in 1981, who was the 40th president? Hannah.
Oh, no, Bill Clinton.
Ronald Reagan. What is the first name of the author J.K. Rowling? Jay.
Joanne.
Correct. Of the UK home nations, which is the only team to have reached the FIFA World Cup final?
England.
England was the answer we were looking for. Just out of time there. Hannah, it was hard to get started.
It was hard to get started. Some of the questions weren't for me, and I wasn't fast enough. But I've had fun.
Well, that's what we like to hear. Jay, congratulations, you're through.
Thank you very much.
Hannah, I'm afraid it is the end of the road. I want to wish you all the best, though, with your upcoming wedding.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you so much for playing hardball.
Thank you.
So Jay is through to the semi-final, and £1,750 is in the bank. Time now to play our next heat as 3 more contestants are ready to take on the hardball. Debbie, Mike and Ellie, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
It's good to have you with us. One of you will be playing Jay in the semi-final. Let's find out who. First to see if they can take on the hardball, it's Ellie. Ellie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us about yourself.
So I'm a final year modern languages student from Nottingham.
How many languages then, Ellie?
Fluently 3, obviously English, and then my 2 degree subjects, which are German and French. Do a bit of sign language as well, and a lot of Braille. I've got about 4 different Braille codes.
My goodness.
That I can read as well. So quite a lot, and I love travelling, and whenever I travel, I love being able to communicate with people in their native language. It's really satisfying.
We're getting to know that Ellie is a very talented individual. What about taking on the hardball, though, Ellie?
I'll give it a go. It's all down to how the questions fall. There's a lot of luck in it. Hopefully we get ones that I know.
Wishing you the best of luck. You know how the moneymaker works. Simply answer as many questions as you can before the hardball passes you. £50 will go into today's jackpot with every square you light up. Make it further than either of your opponents, and you are through to the next round. All right?
Yeah.
Ellie, let's put you up on the track. The hardball will be released once I've read the first question. If you're ready, Ellie, let's play hardball. Complete the book title, The Lion, the Witch and the
Wardrobe.
What? Correct. Ronan Keating became famous as a member of which Irish boy band? Correct. Which famous doll was invented by Ruth Handler and named after her daughter?
Barbie?
Correct. In which sport are Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Boxing.
Correct. Africa's traditional Big 5 game animals are buffalo, rhinoceros, lion, leopard, and which other?
Elephant.
Correct. Which ITV period drama features the aristocratic Crawley family?
Downton Abbey?
Correct. In which 1984 film does Arnold Schwarzenegger play a killer cyborg from the future?
Pass.
The Terminator. The Wars of the Roses were fought between the House of York and which other?
Lancaster.
Correct. In which English county is Great Yarmouth?
Norfolk.
Correct. By what name is the International Criminal Police Organization more commonly known?
Interpol.
Correct. The American artist who painted the abstract work called Blue Poles is Jackson who?
Pollock.
Correct. The birth name of which American actor was Marion Morrison?
Oh, pass.
John Wayne. Used in Chinese cuisine, pak choi is a variety
Cabbage.
of which? Correct. In an athletics relay race, what is the name of the object passed
Baton.
between? Correct. Which Queen of Soul was the first female to be inducted into the
Aretha
Rocket-
Franklin.
Correct. Which author wrote the novels Inferno and Origin?
Dante.
Dan Brown. In the Pirates of the Caribbean film series, which actor plays Jack Sparrow?
John Jeff.
Correct. Which Conservative politician became Prime Minister of the UK in 2010?
David Cameron.
Correct. Which Coronation Street character was famously played by Jean Alexander?
Pass.
Hilda Ogden. Which small species of falcon shares its name with an Arthurian wizard?
Merlin.
Correct. What was the name of the statesman who served as the first emperor of the Roman Empire?
Pass.
Augustus. In 2014, the Pet Shop Boys headlined at a fictional music festival in which radio soap?
Pass.
The Archers. The drink Baby Sham is made from which fermented fruit?
Pass.
Pez. Which board game has the tagline, the game you win by losing a million? Go for broke was the answer we were looking for, Ellie. But my goodness me, you flew through that one. Third level of the track. You almost got to the end of it as well. Ellie, you've added £800 to the jackpot, which means so far we're playing for £2,550. That was a very good moneymaker. And as far as this heat is concerned, you are currently the one to beat. Next to take on the hardball is Mike. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about you.
My name's Mike, obviously. I live in Manchester. I'm a sales advisor.
And Mike, what do you like to do outside of work?
I love a good sing and a dance. Quite one for the karaoke.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Favourite karaoke tune? What's the go-to, Mike?
So the Tony Braxton or Deborah Cox, one or the other.
Unbreak My Heart.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could start up, but everybody else would leave.
Probably,
very quickly.
yeah.
Well, even in the karaoke booth, you can be a bit competitive.
Yes,
Are
definitely.
you?
Yeah, I played to win, definitely. Yeah.
Well, we've seen Ellie go before you.
She did really, really well. She did.
But looking at the hardball, do you think you've got the measure of it? How are you going to take it on?
I'm just gonna try not to panic. Just listen to the questions.
Wishing you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, Mike, if you can get further than Ellie, you are definitely through to the next round. So let's highlight the square you'd have to beat. All the way down there, third level of the track. Mike, let's get you up there. Remember, the hardball will start once I finish asking your first question.
Yeah.
If you're ready, let's play hardball. In the NATO phonetic alphabet, the name of which sport represents the letter G?
Golf.
Correct. What is the name of the small pieces of wood that sit on the top of cricket stumps?
Pass.
Fails. The national capital of which Asian country is Tokyo?
Japan.
Correct. Which collective noun for fish is also the name of a building where children are...
School.
Correct. In a game of chess, what is the name of the piece that is sometimes referred to as a castle?
Rook.
Correct. In which police drama series does Helen Mirren play a senior detective called Jane Tennyson?
The Wire.
Prime suspect. In the Roman Catholic Church, what day of the week is kept as the Lord's Day?
Sunday.
Correct. Which French term for gourmet cooking literally translates into English as high cookery?
Haute cuisine.
Correct. In Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, what character famously says, "Off with their heads"?
Queen of Hearts.
Correct. The 2012 film Argo is about the rescue of 6 American hostages from which country?
Lebanon.
Iran. According to the title of his 2004 hit, how many problems does Jay-Z have?
99.
Correct. The home ground of which Premier League football club is Goodison Park?
Everton.
Correct. Before a general election, what M is the publication issued by a political party listing their policies?
Pass.
Manifesto. Which key on a computer keyboard is often abbreviated to Del?
Delete.
Correct. How many stars are there on the flag of New Zealand?
4.
Correct. During the 1991 Only Fools and Horses Christmas special, the Trotters jet off to which US city?
Las Vegas.
Miami. What is the name of the light frames? Oh, Mike, that wasn't bad at all.
It was all right, yeah.
It was more than all right to the end of the second level of the track. Mike, £550 added to the jackpot. So today, we are beyond £3,000, £3,100. So a big jackpot we're playing for already. Mike, you didn't get as far as Ellie before the hardball passed you, so you are still at risk of going home. Ellie, that means you are through to the next round. Our last contestant today is Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Hi,
Tell us about yourself.
my name's Debbie. I'm a firefighter from County Durham.
Is it one of the best jobs in the world?
It absolutely is, yes. Very rewarding.
Yeah.
Challenging, but rewarding.
So, Debbie, as a firefighter, you must be used to pressurised situations. How do you think you're going to get on taking on the hardball?
It'll probably be easier putting fires out than it will be doing this, but we'll see how I go.
Well, we're wishing you the best. I'm sure you'll be fantastic at this
Thank
game.
you.
We've seen Ellie and Mike. You know what you have to do if you're going to get through to the next round.
I do.
You need to get further than Mike to
Yeah.
ensure your passage. So, let's highlight the square that you have to beat. There it is.
OK.
Like we said, they've made it tough. Debbie, let's get you up on the track. Pressure's on. Remember, the hardball will start once I've finished asking my first question.
OK.
If you're ready, let's play hardball. If someone is a skilled gardener, they're said to have fingers of what colour?
Green.
Correct. The name of which precious metal is also the title of a hit by Spandau Ballet?
Gold.
Correct. In the 1963 film, Elizabeth Taylor played which Egyptian queen?
Cleopatra.
Correct. What is the name of the yellow bear mascot of Children in Need?
Pudsey.
Correct. Which girl's name was popularised by the writer J.M. Barrie in his story Peter Pan?
Pass.
Wendy, the traditional British dish comprising of sausages baked in batter is called toad in the what?
Hall.
Correct. The Northern Irish Assembly was established after the signing of which agreement in 1998?
The pass.
Good Friday Agreement. Who sang with Take That on the #1 single Relight My Fire?
Lulu.
Correct. Which species of bird is also known as the fish hawk or sea eagle?
Pass.
Osprey. Barossa Valley in Australia is a world-renowned region that produces which alcoholic beverage?
Champagne.
Wine. Which creatures terrorise a small town in the film Eight-Legged Freaks?
Spiders.
Correct. Which famous annual half-marathon is run between Newcastle and South Shields?
Great North Run.
Correct. In Gavin and Stacey, what was the surname of characters Pete and Dawn?
Pass.
Sutcliffe. What is the name of the famous beagle who features in the Peanuts cartoon? Snoopy would have been the
Snoopy.
answer we were looking for. Oh, Debbie, just out of time there, and of course you would have got the right answer. But down to the second level of the track isn't bad going at all. And £400 added to the jackpot, which means we're now up to £3,500, which is a huge total. I'm afraid you didn't get further than Mike, so that does mean that you are out of the game.
Yeah.
Debbie, you've been a great contestant. I'm afraid you have been beaten by the hardball, so we have to say goodbye, but thank you so much for playing.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
So Mike and Ellie are now going to battle it out for a place in today's semi-final. But who will make it through? Let's find out as we play the head-to-head. Mike and Ellie, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very different game, though, in the head-to-head. So, Ellie, what's your strategy?
Well, I think I've got Mike sussed out a little bit. I think I've worked out a little bit from his moneymaker what his strengths and weaknesses are. So I'm hoping that helps me a little bit.
OK. Mike, well, she seems to think she's got you sussed out.
Well, I'm an easy book to read, so...
OK, you two. Well, this time, not only do you have to outrun the ball, you'll also have to outrun each other. You'll both be on the track at the same time, answering questions on the buzzer. A correct answer moves you one square along, but a wrong answer moves your opponent forward. Again, Mike and Ellie, you need to stay ahead of the hardball, as the first person who passes is out of the game. The winner will go straight into today's semi-final with Jay. Let's put you both on the track. There we are. We'll release the hardball when one of you reaches the second level of the track. If you're ready, let's play hardball. Which imaginary being is said to collect the milk teeth of children in... Ellie?
Tooth Fairy.
Correct. Where on the body would someone be most likely to wear a fascinator? Mike?
Head.
Correct. Which American city has boroughs called Queens and Ellie?
New York.
Correct. F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel, The Great Gatsby, is set in which decade of the 20th century? Mike?
1920s.
Correct. The Statue of Liberty was a gift to the USA. Mike?
France.
Correct. The name of which bird of prey completes the title of the 1930 novel, The Maltese? Ellie?
Falcon.
Correct. The mother and father in which eccentric family are called Morticia and Gomez? Mike?
The Addams Family.
Correct. Which hoofed animal is sometimes known as the ship of the desert? Ellie?
Camel.
Correct. The anise-flavoured liqueur ouzo is from which European country? Mike?
Greece.
Correct. Which American composer wrote the song White Christmas? Ellie?
Bing Crosby.
Irving Berlin. Which cooking and dining show is narrated by David Lamb? Ellie?
Come Dine With Me.
Correct. Leonard Rossiter played the character Rigsby in which 1970s... Ellie?
Rising Damp.
Correct. In which 1939 film did Vivian Leigh play Scarlett O'Hara? Mike?
Gone with the Wind.
Correct. On a standard clock face, the hour hand points to which number at midnight? Mike?
12.
Correct. Which sign of the zodiac has a name meaning archer in Latin? Mike?
Aries.
Sagittarius. The Sheldonian Theatre in Oxford was designed by which celebrated architect? Christopher Wren. Footballer Diego Maradona was born in which South... Mike?
Argentina.
Correct. According to Greek myth, which goddess of love is said to be the mother of... Mike?
Aphrodite.
Correct. In a 2015 film, Paul Rudd plays Scott Lang, who can become which superhero? Mike?
Ant-Man.
Correct. The first UK #1 single for which British female singer was Smile? Ellie?
Lily Allen.
Correct. The constellation Canis Major translates into English as a... Ellie?
The dog.
Correct. Which BBC comedy series famously featured the dead parrot sketch? Ellie?
Monty Python.
Correct. The coastline of Bulgaria lies on which sea? Mike?
Caspian.
Black. Which Canadian filmmaker directed the 2009 fantasy action film Avatar? Ellie?
Oh, it's James Cameron.
Correct. Oh, Ellie! It was the right answer, but just out of time. Which means we have to take it as a wrong answer, moving Mike forward. And that means that you're out of the game.
I was so happy with it as well, because I'm normally terrible with films, but I looked them up yesterday and I'd remembered it.
Oh, my goodness me. I don't think I've ever seen anything that close. Wow, Mike. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You are through to the semi-final.
Thanks.
Ellie, oh my days.
I'd much rather he'd thrash me, I'll be honest. but good luck, Mike.
Thank you very
been
much.
great playing against you.
Ellie, thank you very much for playing hardball.
Thank you.
So we're down to the last two, but who will make it through to play for the £3,500 today? It's a huge hardball jackpot. Let's find out as we play the semi-final. Mike and Jay, well done.
Thank you.
Oh, you both have had very different but great games, and you're here still standing as our last two. Jay, you've had a bit of time on the sidelines. How are you feeling?
It will be a challenge to get through to the final because Mike has shown he can win the tight games.
Mike, here by the skin of your teeth.
Just, yeah.
But still standing, and that's what counts.
Exactly. It's not how you got here, it's that you're here.
And with the money so close for both of you, that's where things really get serious. But remember, only one of you can get through to play for that £3,500 today. In the semi-final, we'll put both of you back on the track at the same time. Again, I'll ask you questions on the buzzer. Right answers move you forward, wrong answers move your opponent forward. The winner will go through to today's final. The loser, I'm afraid, will be going home. So, guys, it's all to play for. Here we go. Let's put you both on the track. Fingers on the buzzers. The hardball will be released the moment one of you reaches the second level of the track. If you're ready, let's play hardball. Used by sailors and climbers, half hitch, noose, and sheepshank, J.
Knots.
Correct. Which British airport is identified by the code LHJ?
London Heathrow.
Correct. In the popular saying, which coin is offered for your thoughts? J.
Penny.
Correct. Which Irish rock singer organised the Live Aid benefit? Mike?
Bob Geldof.
Correct. What word famously associated with Archimedes comes from the Greek for I have... Mike?
Eureka.
Correct. Ibiza is found in which group of Spanish? J.
Balearics.
Correct. Which poem by Robert Burns is often sung at New Year? J.
Ogmany.
Auld Lang Syne. In 2006, which military academy did Prince William graduate from? Mike?
Sandhurst.
Correct. In which country in the Americas is the state of Chihuahua located? J.
Paraguay.
Mexico. Which item of clothing is most likely to be mended by a cobbler? J.
Shoes.
Correct. How are George, Julian, Anne, Dick, and Timmy the dog? J.
Famous Five.
Correct. Typically made of leather, what is the name of the seat placed on the back of a horse? Mike?
Saddle.
Correct. Which BBC sitcom featured the Boswell family? Bread. On his deathbed, which British naval hero is believed to have said, "Kiss me, Hardy"? Mike?
Nelson.
Correct. In which musical do the characters Velma Kelly and Roxy Hart appear? Mike?
Chicago.
Correct. Which author created the character Jack Reacher? J.
Pass.
Lee Child. In The Empire Strikes Back, Darth Vader famously says to Luke, "No, I am your..." Mike?
Father.
Correct. In 2004, which Premier League football club did Mario Balotelli join? J.
Manchester City.
Liverpool. What is studied and collected by a vexillologist? Flags. What relation is model Sophie Dahl to children's author J?
Granddaughter.
Correct. Which TV series stars Jonathan Rhys-Meyers as King J?
Merlin.
The Tudors. Which American rapper is also known by the nickname Mr. Worldwide? Pitbull. And Elva is the young of which fish? Eel is the answer that we were looking for. Oh, Jay, talk to me.
Oh, that was difficult. Questions didn't fall for me at all.
Mike, how was that for you, the semi-final?
Luckily for me, you got a few questions wrong, which pushed me ahead, so I'm happy to be there. I don't know how I've done it, but here I am.
Jay, it is the end of the road, so we're going to have to say goodbye. You've been a brilliant contestant. Thank you for playing hardball.
Thank you very much.
Mike, you are through. Let's play the final. Mike, congratulations on making it all the way to today's final.
Thank you very much.
Oh, man, you really fought off some fierce competition today and shown yourself to be a fantastic player.
Thanks.
So, the jackpot stands at a whopping £3,500. That is what you're playing for.
It's a lot of money. Just thinking about how I can spend it now.
Well, what would you do?
Turning 30 in June, so big holiday for that. I would like Miami, New York, something like that.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. And what about a karaoke booth in your own home?
Well, maybe.
If you do, I'll be first in line. Wishing you the best of luck.
First on the list, yeah. Thank you.
So if you want to win that cash, you've got to take on the hardball one last time. But this time, you'll have to beat it. This is the biggest challenge you've faced so far, but if you make it all the way to the end of the track without the hardball catching you, you will be going home with that £3,500 jackpot. To help, you've got 3 boosts, which you can activate at any time. Each boost allows you to jump forward 1 square, but for every boost you use, that jackpot prize will be halved, so use them wisely and only when you have to. If the hardball catches you at any time, the game is over and the jackpot is lost. Mike, you'll see 5 categories. You'll need to choose one and answer questions on it until the hardball reaches the end of each level of the track. Then we'll switch to a different category and so on.
Okay.
So your 5 categories today are film, travel, literature, history, and music. What do you think about those 5?
I did literature and history in college, but that was quite a long time ago now. Music's probably my weakest. The other 2 I'm all right with, so we'll see how it goes.
So which one are you going to take on first?
I'm going to go travel first, please.
Yep. OK. So, Mike, you've got to answer as many questions as you can on travel.
Yeah.
Starting with the strongest first, let's see if we can build up a good lead on the hardball, all right? Let's put your face up on the track. The hardball will be released when I've finished asking your first question, Mike. Best of luck.
Thank you.
For the final time today, Mike, if you're ready, let's play hardball. Which country's capital is the city of Copenhagen?
Denmark.
Correct. Which American state is home to the famous Waikiki Beach?
Hawaii.
Correct. In which mountain range is Machu Picchu located?
The Andes.
Andes, correct. Which major river runs through Paris?
The Seine.
Correct. In which English county is Sherwood Forest located?
Nottinghamshire.
Correct. Bali is an island province of which country?
Indonesia.
Correct. On which continent is the capital city Kathmandu located?
Asia.
Correct. Which wonder of the natural world is a reef system that stretches for approximately 1,800 miles?
Great Barrier Reef.
Correct. Which country has provinces including Alberta and British
Canada.
Columbia? Correct. In which Turkish city is the famous market called the Grand Bazaar located?
Istanbul.
Correct. Which Asian country is home to the Koh Samui Island?
Thailand.
Correct. Which country is home to the town of Darjeeling and... Mike, you are flying, sir.
Yeah.
Look at that. You are a full level of the track ahead of the hardball.
I've given myself a bit of a bumper there, so hopefully can keep it up.
Well done. OK, that's travel out of the way. You've done the first hurdle. So let's go back to the categories. We've got film, literature, history, and music left.
I'm going to go with film. Hopefully I can keep up the bumper, then use my lesser categories later on. So
It's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Let's go with film then. Here we are then. Beat the hardball, Mike, to the end of the next level of the track, and you will be one step closer to that jackpot prize. We're going with film. Mike, here is your first question. Which secret agent is the main protagonist in the films GoldenEye and Goldfinger?
James Bond.
Correct. The 2000 action film starring Nicolas Cage is titled Gone in 60
Seconds.
Correct. Which 1990 crime film stars Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, and Joe Pesci?
Raging Bull.
Goodfellas. The Hollywood actor who stars in the 1995 film Bad Boys is Will who?
Smith.
Correct. Which 1942 Disney animated film is the story of a young deer growing up in the forest?
Bambi.
Correct. For which film starring Michelle Pfeiffer did Coolio record the song Gangster's Paradise?
Pass.
Dangerous Minds. The 2017 horror movie It is based on a novel by which author?
Stephen King.
Correct. Who won a post? Well, Mike, you aren't doing too badly. A little bit of that lead has been lost, but not by much in that film category.
No, I'm still ahead, so let's just hope I can keep it going.
Almost to the end of the third level of the track. The hardball is one level above you. We've got 3 categories still to choose from. We've seen off film, we've seen off travel. We're into the literature, history, and music categories. So where are you going to go next?
I think I'm going to go history.
It's going to get a bit harder from here, Mike, but just as you've been doing, stay ahead of the hardball. Your questions on history start right now. Who was UK Prime Minister during the years Ronald Reagan was US President?
Margaret Thatcher.
Correct. The UK's shift to a manufacturing era in the 1700s is known as the Industrial what?
Revolution.
Correct. In which year was an armistice signed to end the fighting on the Western Front in World War I?
1944.
1918. Which ancient empire had Marcus Aurelius as an emperor?
The Roman.
Correct. In which country did Leon Trotsky form the Red Army?
Russia.
Correct. In 1959, which territory became the 49th state of the USA?
Alaska.
Correct. Which Iraqi dictator was deposed in 2003?
Hussein.
Correct. In 1935, who became the first director of the FBI?
Hoover.
Correct. Well, you squeezed that one in. Very well done, Mike.
Thank you.
Very well done. So there you are at the end of the 4th level of the track. You are 1 full level ahead of the hardball. You have the 3 boosts there if you need them,
That's
Mike.
right, yeah.
But the way you've been going, you might not, and that jackpot total would stay exactly as it is.
Try and keep it like that for now, yeah.
That's the plan. The money's in your sights right now, Mike. A few more questions and it'll be all yours. So here are the categories left to choose from. Literature and music.
I'm gonna go music for this one.
OK, let's take music then. Mike, answer as many questions as you can on music. Stay ahead of the hardball. That money's in your sights. 3 boosts if you need them.
Yeah.
Let's play hardball. According to Guinness World Records, which Michael Jackson album is the best-selling album in history?
Thriller.
Correct. The title of Bon Jovi's 1986 album is Slippery When what?
Wet.
Correct. Who had a #1 single with The Lady in Red?
Pass.
Krista Berg. In 2015, which singer had her second UK #1 single with the song Hello?
Adele.
Correct. The 1984 album Legend is the greatest hits album of which artist and his band The Wailers?
Pass.
Bob Marley. The name of which spiritual genre of music is derived from the Old English word for good news?
Folk.
Gospel. The revolution... OK, Mike. Music was tricky.
Just a little bit, but still got 3 boosts and got 1 more category, so...
All right, so we've lost a little bit more of that lead on the hardball.
Yeah.
But, Mike, we're still in a very good position. But we're done with music, which means that we now have only 1 category left. Literature. Mike, very few people make it to this level of the track with 3 boosts still intact.
Let's hope I don't have to use them.
Your last category is literature. For the last time today, let's play hardball. In a well-known fairy tale, which amphibian typically turns into a prince when kissed by a princess?
A frog.
Correct. Which English author wrote the 19th century novel Little Dorrit?
Pass.
Charles Dickens. The 1992 best-selling novel by Robert James Waller is titled The Bridges of where?
Pass.
Madison County. The title of the 2nd book in the Bridget Jones series is The Edge of what?
Reason.
Correct. In the title of a Dr. Seuss classic, Who Stole Christmas?
The Grinch.
Correct. Oh, Mike, well done.
Thank you so much.
My goodness me, it got a little bit closer towards the end
I
there.
had to use one of them boosts, but still a lot of money for me, so I'm happy with the way I performed there.
Oh, you should absolutely be happy. Yes, that jackpot prize halved, but £1,750 is all yours.
So happy, so happy.
Mike, remind us what you're going to do with that money.
Gonna go away for my 30th birthday, take my mum away as well. She's 6 next year, so really have to go somewhere nice with that.
Oh, fantastic. What a perfect way to celebrate 2 amazing milestones.
Yeah.
Mike, you have been a brilliant player.
Thank
I
you.
don't get to say this often, but you took on the hardball and won.
Thank you so much. It's been great being here.
Well done, Mike. Absolute star player. And that brings the hardball to a halt for now. Join us next time when 6 more contestants will try to beat the hardball. See you next time.